Ya Ali
Azmat-e Bibi Pak Fatima Tuzara Aslamullah Belantar Salawat Allahumma Salli ala Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad.
All that the Holy Spirit today, for your movie and for those Shahadat, today, especially those in Palestine and Iran and all the world of Africa. Today is the 7th of Muharram. The days are coming closer and closer to us. Professions of the beyond saying traditions that on the 7th of Muharram, this is when we start to cut off the water. And we cut off all access to the water of Allah and making sure that these last 3 days they don't get and they're thirsty. Maybe because they thought that made them weak, but in reality, it just made them strong. Inshallah, today, because it is the day of the Nabi Abbas, I thought that the topic would be best that we talk about the beauty of brotherhood and the importance of brotherhood in Islam. We began the lecture today with the ayat, with the verse from Surah Al-Hujurat, verse number 10, which says, "The believers are but brethren, therefore make peace between your brethren, and be careful of your duty to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that mercy may be had on you." Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is making it clear in the Quran, and He's saying, look, in this world, we must stand together. We must be as brothers, because it's important that whatever we are going through, we stand by each other. Like we see in the Ahlul all of the personalities within the Ahlul, whenever they needed aid, there would always be there someone. There would always be there someone who was their support for their needs. Especially when we look at the personalities of today. When the Nabi Abbas was born, we see in the tradition it says, Amir al-Mu'mineen's dua was this, that I am given a son, especially for the day of Ashur in Karbala, that will protect my son Imam Hussain. The tradition says when he was born, Mu'mineen, she narrates, she says, as soon as he opened his eyes, Hazrat Abbas saw his brother Imam Hussain before him. And since that first glimpse of Imam Hussain, he knew his purpose in life. From there on, in his whole childhood, he would walk behind his Imam Hussain. Making sure every step that Imam Hussain took, he would trace those steps exactly, not 1 inch wrong. Just to make sure that if the Imam needs anything, if he even wants just water but he's right next to it, I will pick it up and I will make him do it. I will support him. The beauty of these brothers. But look, he goes even further. He says in Imam Hussain, indeed he's my brother, but I see him as my master. My mother told me, no matter what happens, you see Imam Hassan and Imam Hussain as my master. I have come into the household of Fatima Zahra as a servant, not to replace Fatima Zahra. So my children will also come into this household as servants, not as sons. His loyalty and his love for Abba Hussain is what we want to take from today. Especially for those families, I know there's a few families within this Idara which have an elder son and a younger son. For that elder son, there is a responsibility to protect and look after the younger one, the younger brother. Make sure that he's protected, make sure that he's given the best lessons in life. If anyone is taunting him, if anyone is giving him a hard time, you stand as a barrier for him. Make sure you protect him, look after him, be there for him, and lead him in such a way that when he's left alone in this life, he knows my brother used to teach me this, my brother protected me like this, inshallah I will do the same for my brother. MashaAllah. Be a role model for your younger brother. But now look into Allah, look at Shahadat Abbas, he was the younger brother. Look how he was there to serve at every point of his life. No matter what happens, he was there. Even if they were to quarrel, even in traditions it doesn't say they had any fights, but if they were to quarrel or have any issues, indeed he would have been there in an instant. Sometimes what we have here, we have quarrels between brothers. They stop talking for a few days. They stop associating themselves with each other for a few days. But no, this is not the way of the Abbas. This is not the way of Imam Hussain. Regardless of what's going on, steadfast together, no matter what they do, it's still together. For the younger brothers, to your older brothers, look towards them as your role model. Look towards them and say, look, I will serve you, I will be here for you, because you are guaranteeing me that protection. Remember what we were talking about tawakkul. And we discussed about in tawassul, how we can take just people in our life. If you have tawassul in your elder brother, and he's already on a strong point because of his father, indeed, you will continue the lineage in a strong path. Hazrat Abbas has the training of Amir al-Mu'mineen alayhi salatu wasalam in his blood. Imam al-Hussain has that same blood within him. That lineage that started from Amir al-Mu'mineen downwards within their brothers. You can see throughout their lives, even within Karbala, the courage of Amir al-Mu'mineen is shown. The solidarity of Amir al-Mu'mineen is shown. Even here I can say how Amir al-Mu'mineen was that loyal to the Holy Prophet of Islam. Janab Abbas was that loyal to Imam Hussain. You can see the guidance of Amir al-Mu'mineen through Abbas saying, look, oh brother, I will be here no matter what, even when it goes to Karbala. From the beginning, when you said we're going to Karbala, you see Hazrat Abbas is preparing the list. Hazrat Abbas is preparing the people. Hazrat Abbas is getting the water on. He's making sure that Imam al-Hussain doesn't have to go through anything. Mawla, I'm here. You don't need to worry about anything. But when we look at the personality of Hazrat Abbas, not only as a brother, but within the whole camp, within the whole 72 Shahadat Karbala, as long as Hazrat Abbas was there, everybody had opened their hearts up with him. From the smallest of child to the eldest, you can say that everyone had that hope. Hazrat Abbas is here. We can do this. Maybe we can come out of it. There was that hope. I want to quote a book. One of my ustads from Boza, Sheikh Subhani, his father, Ayatollah Jafar Subhani, narrates in the tafsir of the ayat I've mentioned. He says that the closest relationship and bond that can take place between two people during the course of their lifetime is that of brotherhood. But he also goes on to say, he says, look, there are stronger relationships, for example, the relationship of a father and son. But the relationship of brotherhood is that of unity, and that is equal. If you look at the relationship of a father and a son, the father has more respect, the father is older, the father has more responsibilities. You should look up to the father and the son. But within brotherhood, you guys are equal and you walk together. You guys have the similarities between each other. You have the common ground with each other. And even in the time zone, you see the time zone of your fathers, but then you see the time zone of your brothers. You guys are walking side by side together. You know exactly how to navigate this time. You know how to navigate through school, navigate through college, navigate through the world that we have today. So that's why Allah is saying, look, the most powerful and the strongest bond is brotherhood. The only relationship with unity within it is its unity. Look at that relationship of the brothers and we say that why is it that we need to go out and look for him? Why is it that we need to find other wasilas or other Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? First He gives you your parents, then He gives you your siblings, then He gives you everyone else. There's a reason He gave these people before. Because look at the personality and there's lessons from them. There's things that we can take from them. There's a reason they're in your blood. Because they're supposed to be the closest to you. In this world, you stay close to them here. Allah will bring them back to you. Allah will guide you there as well. We talked about yesterday the hereafter. If you want to live that life of purity and live that hereafter of peace, but now I want to confine and say this, that we talk about brothers and brotherhood, and we forget that that doesn't mean that it's just in the blood. Just look into me today. I know if I walk in here and I'm stressed, if I have a problem, I can turn to anyone in this room and ask them for help. This is also a form of brotherhood. MashaAllah, there's nobody here who support me to come here, there's nobody here who support me when I'm ill or unwell. I know brotherhood is not only limited within the blood, but within mu'mineen. And Ahlul Bayt and the mu'mineen. There are brothers in here as well. Sometimes what we do and what we're lacking in life is we try to search for these people outside because we don't want the Imam al-Bayt. MashaAllah, the Imam al-Bayt here when we have 10 days we see his full. But unfortunately, because we're not fortunate that we have our own center for the rest of the year, we're looking around for, other people when we go to school, we meet other people around. We don't have that chance. That's why we pray, inshallah, that this idara can also have that continuous center where you can bring your children together. It doesn't only have to be in Ramadan. It doesn't only have to be in Majlis. Bring them together, have a games night. Why not? Sit together, have a discussion, have debates. Show that love within the brotherhood. You will guarantee when they grow up, they will only look for those brothers who they see in the center. They won't look for anyone outside. As they grow up together, they will learn Azadari together. As they grow together, they will hold Alam together. As they grow together, you will see all four of them holding the Tagut on their shoulders, like you see here. If you want to continue this love for the Ahlul Bayt, if you want to continue it in their hearts, bring them to this place, and the companions that they have in life make sure that they are formed this place. Brotherhood is so vast, sometimes we don't see it. But tell yourself, even when you looking for some help, looking into the community, looking into anything, you know that you feel safe. The same way Mom and I don't need to say anything to you. I will look at you and know I Abbas is like the same, Hazrat Abbas strength. But it comes to the day of Ashura. Remember what we don't know I want a son who will protect my son-in-law and come to her. People are preparing their children. People are preparing their children, preparing their Hazrat Abbas sat close by the tent. He sat there and he said, first, Habib, his body comes. He goes to Mola and he says, oh Mola, the elderly, their bodies are coming. Giving permission to fight. Imam Hussain says, oh Allah, you're the flag bearer of my mom. I can't send him. He sees more people coming. He goes again, he sees more people. They keep coming in, they keep rolling in, the bodies. Allah, let me fight. Now we think here, look, Amir al-Mu'minin will that Allah will protect him. Maybe then you will go fight, but look at his role in Karbala. His role wasn't to fight in Karbala. What is his role? He sees the children's bodies coming, he sees Muhammad's body coming. He says to Mola, Mola, I grew up holding these children in my arms. Oh Mola, I saw these children growing up, their bodies are coming back to me. Mola, let me fight. Mola, let me go and protect the rest of the camp. He says, oh Abbas, you are the flag bearer of my army. Oh Abbas, I can't let you fight. And then Abbas begins to cry and says, Mola, look around, which army? Everybody has been killed. Which army should I be the flag bearer of? Hazrat Abbas starts to hear voices coming from the children's tent. They start crying out for water. He goes to the tent and he sees in tradition and says, some of the children are getting the musk and shaking it to see if there's any water there. He sees Bibi Sakina with the musk in her hand. She says, oh uncle, I'm thirsty. Uncle, I need water. He says to her, oh Sakina, take this musk and come with me. He goes to the Mola, he goes to Imam Hussain and says, Mola, if you don't want me to fight, I agree. At least let me get some water for Sakina. Mola begins to cry. He's saying, okay, go, but before you go, first go see Zainab. Go see Bibi Zainab, salamullahi alayha. Hazrat Abbas comes to the tent of Bibi Zainab and says from outside, oh Auntie Zainab, Assalamu alaikum. Please give me your farewell. She says, oh Abbas, before you go, come into the tent. Look at Abbas, look at his responsibility, look at his honor for Bibi Zainab. He walks in, but he walks in with his head faced towards the ground. She embraces him and says, oh Abbas, look at me. She said, Amir al-Mu'minin, my father said, there will come a time when you enter Kufa now, you were as a Shahzadi. But there will come a time when you will come and you will be as a captive. You will come as a prisoner into Kufa. She was thinking that if Abbas is there, how can anyone have the strength to take me captive? She said, oh Abbas, when you tried to say Al-Wida to me here, I realized then that time is coming close when I will be taken as captive. Hazrat Abbas, now he is into Karbala. He goes to get water for Sakina. The tradition says he reaches the river. He puts his hand into the water. He tries to drink it, but he sees the faces of the children. He sees the thirst of Imam Hussain. He feels the musk and he tries to return back. We know the tradition well. First one arm is cut. He holds the musk with the other hand. And the
Allah, I have a wish. Please wipe the blood from my eyes so I can see you once more. He said, I have one more wish, oh Mawla, oh Akka. Imam Hussain says to him now, look Hazrat Abbas, my brother, you spend your life calling me Akka, call me master, call me brother one more time before you leave me. Hazrat Abbas looks to Mawla Hussain and says, oh my brother, accept my salam, give my salam. The final tradition says, Hazrat Abbas says to the Mawla, says to Imam Hussain, don't take my body back to the tent, because I promised Bibi Sakina would come back with water. I wasn't able to bring back water, but don't take me Allah, we praise you. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless this center with continuous support. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless the mu'mineen of this center. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept our good sign of Razi. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, with the wasila of Hazrat Abbas alayhi wasalam, allow us to be strong in our brotherhood. Allow us to be steadfast with each other, and allow us to have that love within each other. Ya Allah, we pray to you with the wasila of the women of Karbala. Bless our women and our daughters. Ya Allah, we pray to you with the children of Karbala to bless the children with strength and steadfastness towards the Ahlul Bayt alayhi salatu wassalam. Ya Allah, we